Lulu Lopez here for ShowBizMedia.net, and I'm here at the wonderful opening night for WilliFest channel, which we're here with the beautiful Maria, who is gonna take over for me for all the film festivals, and she's gonna be the correspondent. How are you doing, Maria? How you feel?
I'm just chilling. I'm here at WilliFest.
WilliFest, and I heard, is this your first time at WilliFest?
It actually is. I do know the person who started it, Robin. Like, he's how I met all you guys. So.
Well, for all you guys that don't know, I was a correspondent in Brooklyn for WilliFest last year, which was really dope. If you guys didn't see me, you guys check it out at YouTube, WilliFest Lulu Lopez. So I heard that you're gonna be interviewing people. Are you excited about this new job?
Heck yeah. I get to meet some people that are pretty important in the industry, which I am in the industry, so I'm pretty excited.
Well, I'm taking the torch to her because I am going to be responsible for mainstream now. So I'm so glad that you're here. I mean, she's a beautiful woman as well. So at least we're passing on our Latina beauty. So Showbiz Media, check her out. What else? Tell me a little bit about yourself, your background and everything else.
Well, I went to school for film, so I've done a lot of behind-the-scenes work, a lot of production work. I'm also a musician. I sing and I play guitar, and I just freelance in all the areas, all those categories. Whoa, that was really bad.
So does that mean we're popping your cherry? Because you're going to be Showbiz Media is popping her cherry, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to be the first Showbiz Media to be a correspondent. Now, how are you feeling? Are you excited? I know I was nervous my first time. How are you doing?
I'm that. I'm a bit excited too. I can't wait to see what happens and what's in store, and I'm glad that you're passing this down to me.
Thank you so much. I know we're going to be working together. So, of course, like I said, please stay tuned. She's wonderful as well, and you're going to see two beauties here now for ShowBizMedia.net. And check me out everywhere on social media at Lulu Actress.
Hi, I'm Brie Esperanza, and you're watching Showbiz Media. Right now, I'm sitting with Vic Martino, a filmmaker whose film is currently in our festival. Hey, Vic.
Hi, how are you? Nice to be here.
Can you tell us a little bit about your production?
Sure, it's called Williamsburg, Brooklyn, Then and Now, / My Mother and Her Friends. And it's basically about the changes in Williamsburg, Brooklyn from the 1970s till now. And it revolves around my mother. It's like a love letter to my mother. And the reason why it's called My Mother and Her Friends, because her friends were the neighborhood mob guys. So it's a pretty interesting story.
What projects have you worked on in the past?
Oh, I haven't really been a filmmaker, but I was an actor. I was on The Sopranos and Law and Order, Curb Your Enthusiasm, speaking roles. And I've done some like independent movies. But this is the first film that I've made, a film project that I put together.
Congrats. Do you have any future projects that you're going to be working on?
I'm hoping, now that I got my foot in the door here with the Williamsburg Film Festival, to do a feature and have that screened here at the festival as well for probably a couple of years from now.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yes.
Woo! Well, I wish you best of luck in all of your endeavors. Before we go out, can I get some social media from you? Facebook, Instagram, anything?
Sure. We have a trailer for the film that'll be shown tomorrow at the festival, which is, if you type in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, Then and Now, it'll come up on YouTube. And also, if you type in Vic Martino, that's VIC-MARTINO, a lot of my videos will come up there, Sopranos and all the other stuff. And I'm also on Vic Martino at @space. Vic Martino at @space.net is my website. And I'm on Facebook.
You heard it, guys. Vic Martino is on Facebook, okay? Check him and his project out. This was Mira Esperanza with Showbiz Media. Check me out at Facebook on Maria Magdalena Esperanza. And yeah, Showbiz Media out. Right now I'm sitting with Craig Friedman. He has a film in our festival at WilliFest, and we're just going to ask him a few questions about that.
All right, great. So the film is called Williamsburg, Brooklyn, Then and Now, My Mother and Her Friends. It's basically Vic Martino's story about his mother and She was a bartender at a bar that was basically a mob hangout, and it's a cool story. I'm like the 5th editor to come onto the project. So he's been working on it for a couple years. A lot of editors. He got a lot of dead ends. Vic and I used to be a bartender at Nighthawk Cinema in Williamsburg, and Vic is a security guard there. And our friend Jeff, who's the projectionist, was talking to Vic one night, and he was just like, yo, Craig's an editor. And Vic and I started talking, and it's been about a year and a half later, we made it to a festival, so it feels really, really good.
Congrats, man.
Thank you so much.
Can you tell us a bit about some projects you worked on in the past?
Sure, yeah. I had my own web series for a while called Craig the Bartender Show, about being a bartender, goofy stuff. Short film called The Idiot. I had a short film called Domestic Bliss. That was in the Nighthawk Shorts Film Festival. And yeah, that's in the past. I do stand-up comedy. I play some music. Got a lot of things going on, so.
Now, any projects you're working on coming up? That's the question, right?
I got so much in the can right now. I have a horror comedy. It's like an 11-minute short horror comedy. It's pretty much done. I might release it around Halloween. There's some more stuff I want to do to it. So that's all done. I've been filming a beer review show called The Beer Buccaneer. That's been a ton of fun. And then I'm actually stepping my foot into the theater world, and I'm helping with the production of a play. And multimedia and projection is a big part of the play. So I've been working on the projection for the play. It's like a half-hour-long text message conversation that I've animated. So,
Craig, I'm sure everyone watching will want to see this horror comedy that you're coming out with. Do you have any social media that they can see your work or get in contact with you from?
Absolutely. My Instagram is at Fried the Man. My last name is Friedman, but it's spelled Friedman, so it's FRIEDTHEMAN. I'll be putting the project's called Cousin Rosa, so we'll be putting all the updates out about that, and yeah, hopefully be able to scare some people and make them laugh, and you know, upward and onward and more festivals.
Heck yeah, upward and onward. I wish you best of luck with that, man.
Thank you so much.
So, this is Maria Esperanza, and you have been watching ShowBiz Media. We are out. Peace out. Right now, I'm sitting with Tal Raymond, and one of his films is actually in the festival. So, hey, Tal. What's the name of your production?
The script is called Music Between Us. Music Between Us, and it won the screenwriting competition. And it's a screenplay about basically a British soldier and a German soldier in the First World War who become friends despite being enemies, and who find their friendship basically at risk, or their friendship forces them to make very difficult choices as the war progresses.
Any projects you've worked on in the past?
This is actually my first screenplay, so I was very happy that it got selected for the competition. And I'm working on a new project, which is basically follows a veteran of the war in Iraq as he comes back home and tries to struggle with the demons that possess him coming back from the war. Yeah, it's kind of heavy, but it's I don't know, it's very has a lot of potential in my view.
And this is a project you're going to be working on in advance after this. Yeah, well, I look forward to seeing it. Can you give us your social media so anybody watching can check out your stuff?
Yeah, so my user is Tal Raymond on Facebook, basically. I do my stuff on Facebook, so it's TALRAYMAN on Facebook. Check it out.
Self-marketer, like it. As we said before, I am Maria Esperanza. You can check me out on Facebook as well, Maria Magdalena Esperanza. This is ShowBiz Media, and we are out. Hi, this is Maria Esperanza, and you're watching ShowBiz Media. Right now, I'm sitting with Darren Jenkins, the filmmaker, and yeah, we're just gonna ask Darren a few questions about what he does. I heard you produce. Can you tell us a bit about your production?
Sure. We actually help very many filmmakers produce their films. I've been working in the film industry for about 20 years, and we've worked on a wider range of films, both from the United States market and the international market. And we're working on a lot more innovative stuff, VR, and cinematic 360 content.
This is a company that you're working for. What's the name of it?
So the name of my company is New York Film Loft, and we are a new company that launched in 2014, and we came out of the closet in 2015 at South by Southwest, and we've been on a mission to put out as many great pieces as possible every year.
Can you tell us a bit about the projects you've worked on in the past?
Sure, I've worked on a number of projects. One of the first projects I actually worked on was as a co-producer on a movie called Undoing, which was an Asian American film with Russell Wong and Kelly Hu, and it was a really great film that received a lot of press and did really well at the film festivals, and we've all kind of been really great friends and worked on other things after that.
What are you doing now?
Right now, my main focus is actually launching our incubator for film and television, which is helping us to kind of help produce new films, both independent and feature-length films, web series, and VR projects. We have just launched, but we are very passionate about what we're doing. We have a lot of great things that are about to come out, and we're working with a ton of really great filmmakers, film production companies, distribution companies like Bid Slate, which is a global marketplace for distribution.
Can you give us your social media so anybody watching can check out these projects?
Sure, we're everywhere online, so you can find us anywhere if you go and you search nyfilmloft.com. So we're on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, we're everywhere.
Awesome. Filmmakers, viewers, all alike, check it out. All right, now Brie Esperanza here with ShowBiz Media, and we are out. Hey there, Brie Esperanza here, and you are tuned in to ShowBiz Media. Right now I'm sitting with Alec Farrell. His soundtrack actually won the best soundtrack in WilliFest. Can you tell us a bit about the production?
I can. So, The Cabin is the name of the film. Andrea Izzy Anthony and Jean Gotu they worked on this film, and they needed me to make a soundtrack for it. I have thus won for it. Anyway, let's start over. Bye.
To the beginning. To the top. To the top.
I'm done. No, yeah, so Andrea Izzy, I've known since high school. She lived up here. I lived in New York for a long time. She and her partner wrote this movie. It's about two people trapped after the end of the world, and they're starting to drive each other insane. So how do I write a soundtrack and it's comedy, by the way, so how to make them not both seem insane and somehow pull it all together. So we did about 5 versions, and this is the first time I've ever even met Jean, because I live in North Carolina, and we were doing this all remotely. So it took us, they shot it in a day, and it took us about 6 months to get it right. So I think the film's amazing. They're still being submitted to some other places, but the fact that the soundtrack on its own won, I have no idea. I have no idea, but I'll take it.
I'm right now sitting with David John Kelly. He's a filmmaker, and I'm going to ask you a few questions, if that's cool. Can you tell me the name of the production you're working on?
Yes, my film is called No Fury. No Fury. That's the name, yeah.
Could you tell us a little bit more about your production?
Okay, sorry, right. Well, it's a crime thriller, and it's all set in one location in a house. And I'm hesitant to say anything more because that might give away the ending, because there is a nice twist at the end of the film. But it's about a mysterious woman who shows up one night at the house of a drug dealer. And not everything is as it seems. She's there for a transaction, let's say. But things don't quite go as planned. Yeah. So, yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about the projects you've worked on in the past?
Yeah, I have played at Williamsburg before in 2011 with a sci-fi film I did called Cosmonaut. That was the one I did previous there, and before that, my film Philip played at the LA Shorts Fest in 2007, and another short I did, Sacrament, played at the California Film Awards and the GI Film Festival in Washington D.C. And and this one, No Fury, played in Australia in November last year on the Gold Coast. Yeah.
So what now?
Well, it's feature time. I've really got to pull my finger out and get a feature script completed, and do that. And that's going to be my focus. Yeah, I don't want to just keep making short films. You know, I feel like I've sort of done with that for now. And but yes, onto bigger and better things. Hopefully. Yes.
Can you give our audience your social media so they can check out your films in the future?
Well, you can. No Fury has a Facebook page. If you just look up No Fury short film, you can find the page there. My name's David John Kelly. I'm on Facebook too. I don't have a website. Maybe I should probably do that. But and I also have some of my films are on Vimeo as well. But Facebook's probably the best place to catch me at the moment.
Awesome. You heard it, guys. Facebook. Check him out. I am Maria Magdalena Esperanza, and I also have Facebook, Maria Magdalena Esperanza. And this has been ShowBiz Media. We are now out. Thank you for tuning in. It's Maria Esperanza here, and you are watching ShowBiz Media. Right now, I'm sitting with filmmaker Morgan and the actress Mira Nair. I said that right? Okay. Mira Nair. And they're going to talk to us about a production that they have here at WilliFest. Could you tell us the name of your project?
Sure, it's a short film called Ace. And it's a film about class and race and sexuality and young people in today's America.
Awesome. Could you tell us a bit more about the projects you've worked on in the past?
In the past, I've had the fortune to be a day player on Broad City and The Affair, and recently I just shot an episode of Bull for CBS. But working on short films has helped me get into the film world, and so with Ace, I play the lead role of Ace, and I'm so glad that Morgan cast me in this part. Especially because it was supposed to be written for not a black woman, right?
Oh no, I just knew it had to be, I wanted to be a person of color, but I was open to, I was looking at Latina actresses and like Indian actresses, like all different kinds of people, and you're just the best.
Thanks, Morgan. Could you tell us now that you're done with this production, what are you going to be working on after this?
Well, I'm developing a film currently that's about to go under option. The lawyers are talking to each other. It'll be a feature. It'll be my fourth feature film, but my first one with like a real significant budget. And I'm working with some of the producers behind some great films like Still Alice and Captain Fantastic and Manchester by the Sea. So I'm very excited about it.
Awesome. And Mira Nair, since this guy over here doesn't have social media, can you give us some social media so the viewers out there can check out your film or maybe check your projects out as well?
Sure. Personally, my Instagram and Twitter is my first name, but spelled Miraii, so 3 I's at the end. And then I have a website, which is my first and last name, where you can get information on the upcoming film screenings and what's happening with Ace and what's happening with me and also the people involved with Ace. So my first and last name, Mira Nair. I guess I can spell that out. Should I spell that out? MIRAISITHOLE.com.
It's a mouthful.
It's a mouthful, but that's my name.
Heck yeah, proud of it. And you guys heard it. We have Mira Nair and Morgan, and check them out. This is Maria Esperanza, and you were watching ShowBiz Media. Right now I'm sitting with TV show host Delvon Johnson. Hey Delvon.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am fantastic.
Do you mind telling us a bit about your TV show?
Well, as I was telling you earlier, I have a whole lot going on. I have a company called Fashion in the Fast Lane, and there's several tiers to it. We have a high fashion magazine. We have the talk show, which is called Fashion Etc. And Fashion Etc. is basically like a show all about fashion, but we add other things into it, including food, including interviews with celebrities. We cover fashion. We do interviews live on location at different shows and what have you. And then I do red carpet correspondence. So that's a little bit of what I do with my company.
Nice. Can you tell us a bit about what you've done in the past?
Yes, I actually started out as an author, believe it or not. I was working corporate, and I went through a phase of drama, and everyone kept telling me I should write a book, so I did. And I never stopped writing, so I have like 5 books written, 2 of which are now on Amazon. The first one is called Love Yourself First, and the second one is called Mira Nair, which I'm actually having a huge book signing tomorrow. So excited, in the city. It's called Mira Nair again, and it's a sequel to the first one, and I'm just so happy that I'm doing it. And it's like a past, but it's bringing me into my present. Because believe it or not, what I wrote actually came into existence. Because I was never in fashion. I like clothes, loved clothes, but I never worked in fashion. And somehow, after writing the books, what I wrote turned into who I am now. 8 years later.
What projects are you working on now?
So currently, the book is what's happening. My publicist, Miss Yvonne Forbes, who I love to death, she's setting up my book tour as we speak. I'll be going to Alabama next week with Ashley North, who is with Footprint TV and WilliFest and what have you. And I'm going to be hosting a huge fashion show down there. And just whatever comes my way. I'm just. You have to have all the irons in a fire to see what's coming at you. In this day and age, you have to have a lot of be a talent of many, and that's me.
Jack of all trades.
Yes, absolutely. That's what I was trying to get to, but I couldn't get it out.
I got you.
It was the wine. It was the second glass of wine, so.
You got a lot going on right now.
I do.
And I think everyone watching needs to have your social media so they can follow you.
Okay, so that's another 10 minutes. Okay, so on Instagram, my private Instagram, my personal is at Fabulous Book. That's at Fabulous, Fabulous, Book, Book. And then Fashion in the Fast Lane, at Fashion in the Fast Lane. Do I have to spell that?
If you want to spell
FASHIONINTHE. There you go. Thank you. So that's Instagram. My Facebook is me, Delvon Johnson, DELVON, V as in Victor, ON, Johnson. We're on Fashion in the Fast Lane. It's also on Facebook. And then on Twitter, it's Fast Lane N for Fashion in the Fast Lane. FASTLANEIN. And then my personal is the same as Instagram, Fabulous Book. FABULOUSBOOK.
Okay. You heard it. That is a lot of spelling. And this is Brie Esperanza. Delvon, I wish you the best of luck with everything that's going on. You got a lot going on. Heck yeah. You're watching ShowBiz Media, and we are out. Hey, I'm Brie Esperanza, and you're tuned into ShowBiz Media. Right now, I'm sitting with Anthony Paul, a filmmaker who has his film in the festival. Hey, Anthony.
How you doing?
Good. How are you? Can you tell us the name of your production?
Untoward, the short film.
Just give us a bit more information on what the production's about.
Yeah, it's a movie about two girls that get a ride service, and once one of them gets dropped off, the driver's got some bad intentions. So Yeah. Little thriller, and yeah. So when I was writing it, I was like, I had to figure out how she got out of the car, and it's pretty exciting.
Really exciting. Can you tell us a bit about the projects you've worked on in the past?
I've done a speed dating short called 5 Minutes. It's on YouTube and Vimeo, and that was filmed in one night in Hoboken, New Jersey. And then I did a short film. My godmother died, so I wrote a short film about kind of like life after death. And I edited it, wrote and directed it, and that's on YouTube and Vimeo, called Memento Mori. So if you want to check that out. Yeah.
Anything you're working on in the future now that you have this?
Oh, I'm working on a few feature films. 2 of them are like thriller. And I'm working on another short film, which I want to get producers for.
Awesome, you're being really busy right now.
Yeah. a lot of work.
Can you give everyone watching your social media so they can check out this work?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter, writer Anthony DP. WriterAnthonyDP.com for my website, and Untoward Short Film for Instagram, and Twitter. My handle is Untoward Le Film, LEFILM. So I'm everywhere.
Everywhere. You heard it, guys. Anthony, I wish you the best of luck with everything and all your endeavors. Maria Esperanza here. You can check me out on Facebook, Maria Magdalena Esperanza. This has been ShowBiz Media. We are out. Hey there, Maria Esperanza here, and I'm sitting with celebrity publicist Yvonne Forbes, also known as Diva Daz. Do you have any films or any celebrities that you're publicizing in this festival?
Yes, Ashley North is my client, and also Delvon Johnson is also my client. He's and it was also my business partner as well for Fashion in the Fast Lane. Oh, you did? Good. Yeah. So I'm quite sure you in the previous interview you know about Fashion in the Fast Lane. It's a fashion show. We have Fashion Etc. Fashion Magazine Live. We're also both hosts on a TV show, which is Fashion Etc. And I'm the editor-in-chief of the magazine.
Okay. Can you tell us a bit about some projects you've worked in the past?
Oh my gosh. World Fashion Parade, which is a big, huge fashion show. We did that at Gotham Hall, and I was the celebrity publicist for that. And I also brought in a lot of the designers, helped produce the show. And we also have Fashion Etc. there. So I was producing a show and also taping a show and hosting a show. So I did double duty for that. Oh my gosh, there's so many things that I've done. I don't even know where to start. But most of the things that I've been doing is really pushing my clients. I love doing that.
So right now you're with Ashley and Delvon. Anything you're working on in the future?
Yes, I have the World Fashion Parade coming up, and I also have a very a benefit coming up in December. It's involving a lot of politicians, and also I have a new show under my company called La Bella Diva. The show's called Hats and Heels, and it's starring Delvon Johnson and Aaron Paul, who are both the talents here tonight. Yes.
You got a lot going on right now. I think everyone out there needs your social media so they can see this, okay?
Well, my social media is pretty long, but let's start with La Bella Diva. My website is labelladiva.com, and that's LABELLELADIVA. You can reach me through the La Bella Diva on social media, and you can also reach me on Miss Diva Daz as well. So either one. And then there's also Fashion in the Fast Lane. You just go to our website, Fashion in the Fast Lane, and all our social media is there. So you can find me, or you can just Google Yvonne Miss Diva Daz Forbes, and you'll find me.
Keep wrecking it, Yvonne.
You're doing a great job too.
Thank you.
Oh, I love it.
This is Maria Esperanza. You were tuned into ShowBiz Media. Check me out on Facebook, Maria Magdalena Esperanza, and all of you guys have a wonderful night. Peace out.
I just want to give a shout out to what is it?
ShowBiz Media.
ShowBiz Media. You're the bomb. You're doing a great job. You're the bomb. ShowBiz Media in the house.
Howdy. Hey there. Hi, Maria Magdalena Esperanza here, and you're tuned into ShowBiz Media. Right now, I'm in an Anna sandwich. Two filmmakers, both named Anna. And they're going to talk to us about one of their projects that's actually submitted into the WilliFest. Start with what's the name of your project?
The name of the project, it's a little long. It's called That Your Body Is For Receiving Happiness and Good Stuff. It sounds kind of silly, but that's what it's called. It's a short film. I wrote and directed. My friend Anna over here was DP, cinematographer. Yeah.
Could you tell us a bit more about the projects you worked on in the past?
Well, I have myself and the other Anna. We're sort of a crew of sorts, and we work on each other's films. So I've worked on films that Anna's made, she's worked on films that I've made, and we've done it for several other friends of ours. None other that have screened at this film festival, but just a lot of shorts and stuff. Yeah.
Do you have any? No? Could you tell us about some projects you're working on in the future?
Yeah, so I have written a short now that me and my friend Anna over here and our friend Christian are working on either this month or next month. So, yeah.
You guys are like a duo right now. You always make films together?
Yeah, I mean, we met in college. It's like my favorite song right now playing. Yeah. But we met in school and we've like worked on each other's projects for a long time and we love working together, so we're gonna keep doing it. Yeah.
Now, I think everyone outside wants to check out more of the Double Anna duo. Can you give us some social media?
Mine is at Anna_lunch. Anna, ANNA_lunch, LUNCH.
Social media?
Okay, so my Instagram handle is Death Cab for Booty, as in the band Death Cab for Cutie, but booty spelled BOOTIE. So, yeah, you can find out more information about me moving forward in filmmaking if you follow me on there. Yeah, so follow me.
You heard it, guys. Follow the Double Annas. I am Maria Magdalena Esperanza, and you have been tuned into ShowBiz Media. We are over and out.
You from across the room, you caught my eyes and I caught yours too. You don't know what I wouldn't do to have my eyes closed.
For serious New York City upcoming music, film, fashion and modeling professionals, join the showbizmovement.com. Experience the Sovereign Body NATO lifestyle at www.sovereignbody.com. You are watching ShowBiz Media TV at www.showbizmediatv.online.